Hello everyone. Yeah. Hello everyone. Good day to you all. Welcome to this broadcast. Um I'm trying to see if I can connect to this. I don't know. Let's see what's going on here. I think I'm having a little bit of network problem. I think so. I think I'm having a little bit of network delay. But everything will be fine. I know everything will be fine. But I'm trying to connect on Facebook. Alright, let's see what's going on here. I think I need to. Please give me some minutes. I would have done this, but I don't know why. Yeah, it's connected. There is no. Why? Why? I think this one is not connecting to. It's not connecting to. I don't know why it's delaying. Why the delay? All of a sudden the network is delaying. I think it's going on or what? Let's see. It still does something. I don't know why. Why is it giving me the X of a thing? I don't really know. Maybe I should restart it. Restart the phone. Maybe. Hello everyone. Good to have you in this broadcast. I'm sorry this is taking time, but it seems like I will not be streaming today on Facebook because what I'm seeing here is not even connecting. I don't know why. I'm trying to connect with my phone, but I can't connect on Facebook. And oh, I don't really. All right, this one has connected. Maybe I think it's a different kind of network or so. Okay. Alright, Instagram has gone, but Facebook is nowhere to be. Let's see what we can do here. Let me go to my settings then. Please, sorry I'm taking a bit of your time. I just want to. I've done everything. Thank you, Instagram. I just want to do some internet settings here. I want to change the Wi-Fi. No. Let's see if this one will take us to where we want to be. Let's see. All right. Let's retry. Maybe this one will go. Hello everyone. Welcome again to this broadcast. And please, as you join, please remember to share this broadcast so that others can be able to see this broadcast. In today's video, we are going to be talking, discussing, because you know sometimes a lot are happening in life that we don't really know exactly how to go about things. Situations here and there, things happening every day, every second, just in a fast pace, and that's the thing. So I decided that today we are going to be talking about this, how to get motivated in life. As I speak to you, I am actually, I don't know how to put this, but this is reality. I feel very bad right now, but there is absolutely nothing I can do, because the little I can do, I have done my best. Why I'm saying this is, as we talked about, in fact, as I'm going to be discussing more on how to get motivated in life, we all meet different situations. We all meet different situations in life that we find it difficult to continue to move forward. I am sorry that I am bringing you a kind of, first of all, I have people who have left this world. I got a news yesterday about 2 people from my husband's side, and this morning, as I go to my church where I worship, I now heard of my church member and also my fellow Nigerian who has left this world, and I felt very sad, very bad. It's unbelievable, because sometimes things are happening and we are not, we feel like, is this really happening? How can you move forward in life? How can you get motivated? Maybe a lot of things. Maybe you're a student. Maybe you are working, but you're having this situation, these circumstances around your workplace, around your studies, around your family, like I just gave you now. And it's not easy, to be honest with you, to move forward in life, to be motivated and continue doing what you are supposed to do. Is actually difficult. It's really difficult. But there is absolutely nothing we can do about it. Because We can only do the ones we can, but to be sincere and honest, these people that I lost, the other one, like I told you, there are three people now I'm hearing bad news. But it's not bad news in the sense that, but they have gone to be with the Lord in the spirit. So they are there in the spirit. They are not dead. Their spirit is alive. But they are no longer here with us. And it feels very sad to behold this kind of news. And the question here always is, how are we going to move forward in life? Tips to motivate yourself in doing what you are supposed to do. So So today I'm going to be sharing with you 5 tips to be able to be motivated. One thing is, like I said, I have already programmed this particular event, because if I have not programmed it, to be honest, I will not continue this. I will not do it. But I have already programmed it. And right now, I am trying to get myself back to normal. I'm trying to get myself back to normal, to be able to make this content that I have already programmed. But to be honest, it's not quite easy. Let's be real to ourselves. So in this particular content video, in today's video, we are going to be sharing with you how you can improve your self-motivation. How you can improve your self-motivation. Maybe you are demoralized. You want to study, but there are so many things going on in your life, and you don't quite get it to put it together to concentrate and study. And also you don't even have the strength or whatsoever to continue doing what you are doing. Maybe you are working at your workplace, you may be happy, you may be doing some other things, but when you come up, in fact you visit that building of that workplace, you feel sad, you feel bad. How do you motivate yourself? Like I am telling you now, to be honest and to be sincere with you, I have been shedding tears since morning. And not just that, even before I come into this room, I feel I have already programmed this. How do I go about it? But we need to continue. We have lost them. They are no longer here with us, but they are here in the spirit. That's what I know. They are in the spirit, and we may not see them again, but we may feel their presence in the spiritual realm. So how do you motivate yourself? Before I continue, like I said, in your workplace, a place you come, you meet different kind of situations, different things. Excuse me. You meet different things, different situations, and you are like, how do you get motivation? How do you motivate yourself to be able to continue living that life without you harming or causing yourself more problem? So first of all, like I told you, I've already programmed this. I want to use this as an introduction first. When you have already you are doing something already, and things we are like, oof, how do I move forward? How do I continue? I can't even see myself pay close attention, like concentrate in something. How do you motivate yourself? First of all, I gave myself this guide. 1, the dead. There's a mistake somewhere here. Oops. There's a mistake somewhere here. Sorry, please. I need to exit this place. Something is not just right. All right. Oops. What's going on? Oh no, please be patient with me. I have to do some things. I think I have something. All right. Please be patient with me. I'm trying to see if I can connect. I'm having a kind of network problem here, and the things I'm using, it seems like it's not going. You see, the life has ended. Hello everyone. It seems like I'm starting afresh now. I don't really know exactly what's going on here, but whew, a huge one. Sorry, I have to take a deep breath because this is so overwhelming. I don't really know how to start, but I definitely know how to, go about things. Like I said, I am going to be giving you, we are going to be talking about how to get motivated in life. 5 tips on how to improve your self motivation. A lot hit me, I will call it this morning. First of all, was yesterday. First, let me start in this way. Yesterday evening, as I was editing the videos, and my husband called. He came immediately and told me that told me about a bad news. He lost his auntie and one of his relatives. And in all those things, when he was giving me the news yesterday, I felt very bad. I felt very, very bad because we lost 2 people the same time. I call it because the other one, we lived together in Italy, but not in the same city. He has visited us, and the woman, a man and a woman, the woman which is the cousin of my, I think auntie or cousin of my husband, she died about 1 week ago, and we are hearing the news yesterday, and we are about to, we are trying to endure, and this morning another one hit, and this one is my church member. And I'm like, I came to church and I didn't see them, this family. I didn't see the family because the children serve mass with my children and they didn't show up. So I felt like they traveled. Maybe they went for something that they couldn't come to mass. Only for the priest, only for our parish priest to announce and call his name and said, sorry, we have lost. And I'm like, no, not true. No, this is not real. It's not happening. And I was shivering, to be honest. It's sad. It's sad, but how do you move forward? Sometimes I'm like, this world, things happen very fast. Very, very fast. And we went to console with the family. It wasn't easy at all. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. But we have to move forward. Yeah. The Bible told us we should mourn with those who are mourning. But we should remember also, we need to continue living. We are here to learn, to evolve. This life, these people that have left us, there are reasons, there are purposes. Maybe they have fulfilled their own parts in this world. And that is it. So, we need to move forward in life. We really need to move forward. And how do we move forward? How do you motivate yourself to continue doing the things you want to do? the things that are there that you needed to do. It's a must, you must do it. Maybe there is a task in front of you. You don't feel like doing it. You don't feel like doing it. But it's a necessity, you must do it. How do you motivate yourself to go for it, to do these things? These things matters a lot. So, we are going to be looking at several things. Like I said, you are a student. You see yourself, you are supposed, let's say that you have an exam and you need to read hard for this exam, but situations around, maybe something sad, something bad happened to you, and you feel demoralized, you feel demotivated, you are not even moved at all to read, or maybe in your workplace you suppose to continue doing this work, but there are situations, there are circumstances preventing you not to do this, which is what you see. You feel demotivated, you are not moved at all to continue doing it. How do you motivate yourself? To be honest, when things like this happen, if we do not take the time to relax a bit, in terms of give ourselves some seconds to think, we will not be able to do anything. We will not be able to do anything. So, but the secret here is, you being able to continue. So, I wonder what this family are feeling. I wonder what the family of those people we have lost are feeling. That's why sometimes I wonder why things are happening the way they are happening. That's why. So, the thing here is this: we need to bring ourselves together, put ourselves together, gather everything we can to put ourselves together. That is one thing I know. Thank you, sis, for joining me. Maybe Nekis. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining this broadcast. Good to have you here. I hope you are good. I'm happy to see you. So, how do we move forward in life when this kind of things hit us? Hit us bad, that we do not really know how to go about things. How do we move forward? How? So, there are tips. Like I said, we are going to look into this tip to be able to move forward in everything we want to achieve in this world, because I know that in everything there is a reason. There is a reason for everything that is happening under the sun, under the moon. Everything, there is a reason. Please let me answer this call. Sorry. Hi. Yeah, good evening. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I served it. Michael's mom. Yeah, yeah. Amen. 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 No problem. You did well. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate. Yeah. All right. Children, I will. I will. And yours, my regards to your husband too. And the children. Yeah. Take care of yourself. Yeah, bye. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I took your time. So, yeah, thank you, sis. Thank you. Thank you. I really do appreciate. Thank you. So, the whole thing here is we need to know that there is time for everything. When things happen, it doesn't happen for nothing, it happens for a reason. And our Creator knows that. And that's why He never leaves us alone. No, no, no. He never abandoned His people. He's always there for us. And one thing I always know that this people, maybe we have lost, they are not, we did not lose them. It's just that they have gone in the spiritual world, but they are no longer with us physically, but spiritually they are. That's one thing I always used to console myself and anyone around me, to let them know that, which is also part of what I am going to be discussing here, because there are a lot of things we are not discovering. When things start to happen in this way, what do? So, first of all, the number one tip I'm going to be sharing with you in this particular content, in this particular self motivation, is for you to consider your why. Like I said, if you are a student and you are not motivated to continue reading, whereas you know you have exams, then something must have made you demoralize you. Something must have made you to not be motivated. But if you remember the exam you want to go for, you want to write, and know the reason why you are even writing the exam in the first place, you will definitely bring yourself together, put yourself together, and concentrate, doing your best to concentrate. That one I know is a must, because there is no how, no matter how we do or how we behave, or maybe in your workplace where you are working, you always feel happy to go to work, but when you get there, you remember something and you feel like, oh, again. You don't feel like going in again to continue. Maybe you have clocked in, but you feel demoralized. How do you motivate yourself? Now, my own, because everybody is not motivated the same time. That is one thing sometimes when I remember, I feel like, oh, you are very correct. Everybody is not motivated the same way. I may be motivated by one thing, but another thing will motivate another person out there. And that thing that motivates that person may not motivate me. You see, so we have our motivations in different, we are not motivated the same way. In the same way, we don't like the same things. Like, what you like might be what I don't like. but we still, you know, we still live. So first of all is to consider your why. Why are you doing that? Like I told you now, this video hadn't been, I have not scheduled this video today. For instance, I have not broadcast it that I'm going to go live. To be honest, I won't come for it, but I have considered that I've done this, and I'm like, oh, I need to, because I have already shared the news. I have already broadcast it that I'm going live so time and so day. So that is our number one tip. You considering your why. It depends on how this why, how strong is your why. Because if your why is this strong, it will motivate you. It will move you into doing what you're supposed to do, what you needed to do. Another one is, the second point I'm going to be giving you here is very simple, but all these things, to be honest, are not easy. They are not easy. Making decision is, some think it's easy to make decision. Just say yes or just say no. No, it's not easy. But all these things are easy if we believe in them. Let me explain. The second point I am giving you right away is letting your spirit guide you. You know, some will call it let your instinct guide you. And the truth here is this. How many of us listen to our instinct? Our instincts are the spirits in us. The scientific call it instinct, but spiritually we know is our spirit. And there are also other spirits that influence our spirits, which are, they may be our loved ones, or they may be our kindred spirit. You know, sometimes when I say these things, I'm not saying them because I feel like to say them, but I'm saying them because it's an experience. How do I put it? I have experienced it. You know, when you have felt something, it's different from when you have not felt you heard. It's totally different. You have to listen to your spirit in order to be motivated. Let me give an instance, an example of how this can help you. How listening to your spirit or your instincts, whichever one you call it, they are both the same, because that's the way I say it. Our spirits, some scientific people will call it our instinct. So, listening to your instinct or your spirit will be another way to be motivated, to get self-motivation. Because I believe that your spirit always guide you. We are never alone. We are never alone. Our spirits always guide us. And they don't just guide us because they are always there for us. And the same way our loved ones who have passed are also there to guide us spiritually. So when we start to listen from the inner self, we are spiritual beings, but we are existing in this body. But them, they do no longer have this body, but they are still the same spirit like us. Just the difference is the macchina. sorry, I'm speaking Italy. Just the car, the means of transportation. The means of transportation is the body, the flesh. So they no longer have the flesh, but they are still the spirit, the same spirit. So that's the difference. But they are here with us always. They are there to guide us, to help us. That's why sometimes you want to do some things. Let me explain. Something happens somewhere. There is a place I want to go in, and I felt bad. There is this situation that happened there, and I felt very bad. Very, very bad, to the extent like I feel this anger inside me, which I might even do something bad to someone. So I'm like, how do I even do this? So I want to go in, and my spirit told me, no, you can't go in like this. You can't go in like this. And I'm like, oh, what do I do? Immediately, instantly, a song just popped into my spirit, and I started singing the song inside my spirit. And immediately, I was so high. I was so high in the spirit that even if you do anything, I don't care. I don't want to know what, because where I am, I have become that happy that nothing can make me sad. So after that event, and I said to myself, wow, I noticed something happened. I was about to go in there sad, with anger. And the spirit told me, no, you can't go in there like this. No, you can't be like this. And immediately popped in a song inside me. And this particular one song was the song I was singing throughout the event. That was how I got the motivation to be able even to do anything that I was doing there. Because if I should go there, I may not even do anything. I may even like feel like just to go home even, if possible. But the spirit just energized me, just motivated me to the extent I'm like, ooh, I'm on top of the world. And that was it. So, this second tip is not just this one, because I know you can relate to this, because if really we listen to our spirit, I tell you, you must have experienced something like this in your own life. It's just we are not giving our spirit the opportunity to guide us, the opportunity to help us. Apart from our own spirit, there are other spiritual beings out there who are assigned to help us to become who we want to be in life. They are there for us. They are not against us. There are spirits over there working so hard, both the incarnated and non-incarnated. There are people you will meet today, you feel like you've known them ages, but you just met them. That is the sign that these are your kindred spirits. You know, sometimes when I remember the spiritual laws, that book is an eye-opener. I encourage you to read it. It's something you can even download from your phone, PDF, because it was the PDF I read. The PDF version was what I read. And I'm like, wow, really? So we should let, sometimes we see ourselves into kind of, we try to drink, we try to involve in kind of activity, we start smoking just to get high. No, you can ask the spiritual beings to be with you, to guide you. You don't need to ask them, they are always there. It's just if you can listen to your inner self. Your inner self will be the one to guide you and to let you know that yes, we are here for you. They are part of people who will guide you. They are spiritual beings. They will guide you into every step on the way. Even if you think it's overwhelming, that thing you want to do, you can't do it on your own. There is absolutely nothing, like, to be honest, we are all privileged to be alive. But when it comes to doing things on our own, let's be honest with ourselves, we can't do this on our own. A lot of things are happening. Strange things are happening, which you're not the one doing it. But there are kindred spirits out there helping you to achieve your goals, helping you to become better. All we need to do is just to listen to the inner self. Listen to ourselves in order for we to be able to do what? To continue this journey. To be able to achieve the reason why we are here on earth. So, and that takes me to my third point. Another book I will encourage you to read again is the seven spiritual laws of success. Wait, let me get it, because this book, I encourage you to read. It's not big, it's just very small. It's something you can read within it depends on you. If you have the time, you can read this within 2 days. It is called the 7 spiritual laws of success. You see, one thing we do not know is that in the spiritual realm, a lot of things are happening. A lot of things are happening in the spiritual realm. And we are not awful. We are part of it. It's just that sometimes we are not conscious of those things. We are unconscious of it. Sometimes that's why some people, like I told you, these people that just passed away, these people I know, because I know these people very well. These 3 people that just left us, I know them. I believe they have fulfilled their purpose why they came. They have learned something here. Because if they have not learned, I don't think there is a purpose. So they have gone to do what? To take part in the spiritual world. And as this is happening, we are here physically evolving as well, learning, because we are here to learn. Every single one of us are here to learn. And if you read this book in particular, it will open your eyes, apart from, because this one is different from the spiritual laws itself. The spiritual laws is the one I first read before I read this one. This one is for you to be able to succeed in life. But they are part of it, because for me, they are the same. The spiritual, we need to know that whatsoever is happening physical has already happened spiritual before it happens physical. You understand? So we all need to let our spiritual kindreds spiritual brothers and sisters guide us. That's why sometimes I keep giving you people this example, but this is what it keeps happening. Sometimes I may choose to do something. I may, for instance, want to call someone on phone. The next thing I will hear is, don't call. Or, there are so many ways. Let me explain. Because in guiding, it may not come as a voice. You may not hear it as a voice if they are guiding you. You may not hear it as a voice. You may feel, you may hear, you may even sense it in your own body. Sometimes I'll just be maybe where I am, maybe sitting, and I will feel a kind of presence. But it's not a presence that will make me afraid, but I'll feel that, oh, I have company. And you know, when you feel these things, know that indeed they are there guiding you. All you have to do is just to be ready to open your ears, open your heart. Do not block it. Because a lot of us, don't even say it. There is no... So some people do put it in this way. There is no relation between the dead and the living. And I'm like, okay, what do they mean by that? The dead and the living, they are spiritual beings. We are physical and spiritual beings. We are existing in, but we are still spiritual. Me that is talking is not this flesh talking. It's the spirit that is talking, but is using the flesh to talk. You see, so that's why sometimes some people just don't understand this. It's not on the negative part. I'm not talking of the negative part, because I know there are negative spirits, the spirits that have not rested well, maybe, you know, all those ones are different. But I'm talking of when you feel like calm and you start hearing, you want to make, for instance, you want to make a call, and for instance, if I want to make a call now, something might even make me, if I got a sign of not making the call in the first place, and I insisted, because sometimes we do insist. We are too stubborn. When it comes to this kind of thing, to be honest, we are too stubborn. We don't listen. But I insist. Sometimes I insist on making the call. And when I insist on making the call, something will happen. The person might not pick the call, or the call might not go. And I will say, okay, no problem. And that will be. Sometimes it might be, maybe I want to do something and I will leave that thing that I'm doing. I'll be distracted for no reason. Nobody will distract me. But I'll just be distracted. I'll just start doing something else and abandon that thing that I wanted to do. So that is when you know, indeed, they are trying to teach you something. They are trying to tell you, no, don't do this now. At the right time, you will now call and everything will be fine. I say, you never knew. So letting our spirits guide us is another way of motivating yourself. Another way of improving in self-motivation. Because I know it is difficult to motivate yourself to do something you are not moved at all to do. You feel sad, you feel broken, heartbroken, but you are not moved to do it. So that takes me to the third, because I listed it here, and to be honest, this is quite interesting. 5 tips to improve your self-motivation. The third one is think about the outcome. You know, sometimes some things are difficult to do, but the outcome are amazing. The outcome is what will boost your confidence. And when you remember that thing, Think about the outcome. For instance, you are studying to become a lawyer, and some, let's say, tragedy happened and you could not move forward. Maybe there is something you need to do that moment, that time, but you are not doing it. You are not seeing yourself moved to do it. You need to do it. You must do it, but you are not seeing yourself being moved to do it. All you have to do is to remember, like I told you, consider the why. That's the first tip. Consider, why are you even doing this in the first place? And secondly, letting your spirit guide you. Now, as you are letting your spirit guide you, also, the third point is thinking about the outcome. For instance, after writing this exam, if you have studied hard as a student to, read and write this exam, and you are coming out in flying colors, you'll be so proud of yourself. You will remember, you feel like, oh, this is lovely. When you remember the outcome, it will motivate you to move forward in doing this. Or maybe you are working and you know that when you get into that space, that workplace, you will rock it. You will do it like this, and you will become if it is a place where they give you incentive reward, what do? You'll be proud to achieve this reward. You'll be bold. Your self-confidence will grow. And when you remember the outcome, you'll be motivated to go for it, to continue doing that thing that you were not motivated at all to do, that you were not even moved at all to do. So that one is the third point. The other fourth point I'll be giving you here is you have to do this, because this is the only positive. I think this is the best thing it may be best for you, not for everyone. It depends on the individual, because we all have our own taste. Positive affirmations. When you are demotivated to do something, maybe you want to do some work, maybe some typing or some researching or whatsoever, and you are not moved because of situations, because of circumstances around you that demotivated you, that demoralize you, how do you motivate yourself? Start telling yourself, oh, I can do this. Oh, I can do this. I know I have the strength to do this. Or maybe you feel like your whole world has crumbled. No. Tell yourself you have a life to live. Something tragedy, not tragedy, but it's about to happen to my own life. When I was younger, I was still with my parents. I was searching for where to do my industrial training as a student. And let me use this story to show you and let you know that you can do it. So I started searching for where to go for this industrial training, because you have to look for a company and apply to them. If they accept you, then you start working with them. You do that just for 1 year, then you go back to school. So I started searching for this, and I wasn't getting any positive reply. I applied almost all the companies I've known. I wasn't getting any positive reply. No one is calling. and I feel demoralized. I feel abandoned. I feel rejected. And I went home. I just lied on the bed, looking at the ceiling, and I was about to commit suicide. I was thinking, what is the essence of this life if people around you doesn't like you? I don't see it as I've been rejected, because I applied eventually to every company. To the extent I applied to all banks. I applied in oil companies, all these chemical companies, those making makeups, those making different things, because I studied chemical engineering. And I'm like, oh my goodness, my world is crumbling. I don't know who to run to. I don't really know who to run to. The only person I know I can run to is my father, who I know has been helping people to get a job. He has been helping people to get jobs. He helped people to get jobs, and sometimes, and this is what keeps running in my mind. How can you have a father who helped others to get job, but you are here looking for a job? He's not even asking you how come. And I felt, oh my goodness, my world is crumbling. And I lie down on the bed. I was looking at the ceiling. The next thing I was thinking of is how to get a rope to commit suicide. Immediately, something ran into my mind. Your future is bright. Hi! Immediately this ran into my mind. I started I don't really know how to go about it, but I started seeing on the positive side. Oh, I have a bright future. Then my father walked in. I was just there thinking of how to commit suicide, then this thought came in. That same thing I was telling you about your spirit. The thought came in immediately. And that was it. My father now came in and said, stand up. Let me take you to my boss. As if he knew what I was thinking about. As if he knew why I was crying. Maybe I was there. He was not around when I came back. He just came back and walked into the room and told me to rise up and follow him. And till today, I still see that as a mystery, because he never asked me how far are you applying for any company. He never did. But he just walked into that room immediately and said, stand up and let me take you to my boss. And I'm like, really? I followed up immediately, because first of all, the boss has already told me I have a bright future. So now this affirmation, because this is an affirmation for me, that is what it is. My spirit reminded me of what I'm supposed to tell myself, that I have a bright future, which I always do that. I always tell myself, when people talk bad at me, say bad things at me, I say positive things at myself, because I know I am the best. You keep telling yourself you are the best. You can do all things. You keep encouraging and inspiring yourself. And that was how I got that. And my father took me to his boss. And through his boss, I got the IT I was looking for, the industrial training I was looking for. So positive self-affirmation can be a way, another way you can lift yourself. You can motivate yourself. To be honest, tell yourself you are good at it. If that thing seems hard, but it's something you want to do, but you are seeing some kind of discouraging stuff, tell yourself, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I am the best. He has made me his ambassador. Keep telling yourself the positive affirmations. I am beautiful. Maybe no man is coming for you. Tell yourself, I'm good. My husband is coming. You prophesy to yourself. That is your spirit speaking to you. So, with these tips, you keep practicing this. Apart from when you are demoralized, positive affirmation is the best thing you use to start your morning. That's what I always teach my children. They stood every morning. Remind yourself, I am the best. I can do all things. I am a winner in the Lord. Oh, God is with me always. Today is the greatest day of my life. Keep saying it and don't stop talking it. You know, when you start saying these things, it will become part of you. And when people say bad things about you, you are not moved. You know why? Because you have already pat yourself. You know what you are. You can do. You know the level you can. If they say you can't do it, prove to them you can do it. By being strong to yourself. So, taking these tips one after the other, thinking it through will be a guide. Because, to be honest, no matter what we do, if that thing is a necessity, something you must do, you must do it though. Whether you are demoralized or not, you must do it. So, put yourself together. Gather your soul, gather your mind, gather everything. And go for it. Tell yourself, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I know who I am. Keep telling yourself, I am the best. Keep telling yourself, you are handsome, you are beautiful. If people say you are not good enough, tell them, oh, without me, I am the best. I am the best. Trust me. Whenever I show up, something different will happen. You keep saying those things to yourself. And this is what will motivate you in going for that thing you want. Maybe you are applying for jobs or for many places, especially where you want. There are some times you're having challenges in life. You might be looking for a particular space in this world, to put yourself, but it seems like you're having little difficulties. Tell that difficulty, it's a lie. It's a matter of time. I'm there. Just relax. Keep telling yourself you'll be there. So time. Prophesy to yourself. Because this is a prophecy. The truth here is this. Do you know that what we say is what we become? Yeah. Let me give you an instance. Because this reminds me of someone I know. A very young lady, young and beautiful lady I know. She got married. And she gave birth to children, 3 children. The husband was not around. The husband traveled. And she started speaking this word, I am lonely, I am lonely. All the time she will be speaking, I am lonely. And I'm like, why is she speaking this way? I am alone, I am alone, I am lonely. And she keeps saying things like this. Do you know that whatsoever you start speaking to yourself is what you become? She continued. And she continued saying this word every time. I am lonely. I am alone. And I didn't see her as alone. I know we may all have our secret problem. But to be sincere, she wasn't alone because she has brothers and sisters around her. Those who are like just to blink the hand like this and they will all gather. So they are there for her. And she was speaking these words. And I'm like, she does not understand the words she's speaking. She does. Because sometimes I notice when you tell people, no, you don't speak like this. Speak positive to yourself. When you speak positive yourself, that is what you become. And she continued until she became lonely. How? The husband now died. She became lonely. And I'm like, you see, the husband died very young. These are young people. These are young people. And I'm like, why do we like to speak negative to ourselves? No. Even if you think you feel lonely, encourage yourself. Know that you are not alone. Like your creator doesn't leave you alone. I know God never abandoned us. He's there for us. He never abandoned us. He said, I will send my spirit who will be your comforter. So what is the essence? Sometimes I ask myself, why then are we going to church but we can't even practice those things in our own lives? I will send you a comforter who will comfort you, who will remind you, who will and we always, I call it lament. We always sing this lonely of a thing, we are alone. We may be alone physically, but we are not alone. Oh, the spirits can't abandon us. Our kindred, we have brothers and sisters over there. We have God himself who created the spirit, who created the whole universe. He's there for us. We don't have to. We don't have to. Always speak positive words, because whatsoever you speak is what you become. Yeah. Whatsoever you speak is what you become. So speak positive into your life, speak positive into yourself, and that will motivate you more. And that takes me to my final tip. This one is the sweetest. For me, this is the sweetest. Like the story the story I shared with you, where I entered and the spirit told me, no, you can't go in like this. No, you don't. And I did what? Immediately, there was this song that was inside my spirit. I started singing. Yeah. Start doing what you love. You see, this is a secret a lot of people have not debunked. When you start, if you know that thing that when you start doing, you are moved to do more than more. Like seriously, start doing it. Whenever, sometimes I'm a mom of 4, and sometimes when I look at how things are just everywhere disorganized, and the children will be like, and I'm like, I'm tired, I can't do this. Why are you people giving me this job? And I'm like, this job is what I asked for. And when I remember truth, I'm not motivated to do those things, because it feels sad that after a while things will get disorganized again and you start screaming. Sometimes you scream, and I'm like, okay, I feel I'm not doing again. I'm done. I've given up. The next thing is the same thing I told you. You're listening to your spirit. We said, if you don't do it, who will do it for you? You still be the one to do it, so you must do it. And how do I motivate myself with this last tip, doing what you love? I have a lot of favorite music. So all I do is, if I want to move myself, maybe I sit in this chair that I feel like I don't want to do anything. I don't have the strength. If you want me to get that strength, just put my favorite music. Immediately, you will see me in race. Not just, you will see me giggling. You'll be like, what? Really? But you say, yeah, that is me. And I'll start doing those things. Energy will appear from nowhere because that thing has motivated me. We may all have our own different ways of motivation. We might maybe listening to our loved ones speak, maybe, but my own is music. And I have the favorite ones. Once you put that favorite ones, oh God, trust me, you will see me in action. And you'll be like, how come? This is the only way you can look for those things that when you sit and that thing is just maybe singing or happening, you start shaking, you start moving your body, you start feeling like you're alive again. Start doing that thing. That is the thing that will help motivate you to the highest level, to the extent no one can stop you. Yeah. So that's why I decided to share this, because first of all, some people will tell you, do this, do that. To be honest, some tips that I shared with you, I asked, some of them I got from younger ones, and my daughter told me, listen to your spirit, and I challenged him. I said, okay, listening to your spirit, how? When you feel like you don't feel like to do anything. And she continued, believe in yourself that you can do it. And I'm like, okay, let's see how it goes. They all gave me ideas, and I'm like, okay, I'm all ears. But these are reality. When you give yourself some time, I know it is not easy, but we can do this. I know we can do this. Yeah, we can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. Like I told you now, it's very sad. It's very, very sad. But we need to move on. We really need to move on. We know they are no longer here. Yeah. I don't know about you. I don't know the situation you see yourself. I don't know the circumstances surrounding you. But I must tell you that you need to know that you need to move on. Motivate yourself. You can do it. You can do it. Tell yourself you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. I don't know if you're a Christian, if you believe in Christ. If you don't believe, there is a creator out there who created you and I. He can never abandon you. He can never let you suffer. He can never let you mourn for long. He will console you. He will send his spirit according to him. He never disappoints. His spirit is all over us. If only we can perceive and understand these things. Because first of all is understanding this phenomenon. It's a very big one, because I don't know how else I will explain it. But the spirit of the Most High God is everywhere. He's hovering around us. He's hovering around us, taking charge. Can we hand things over to him and tell him, okay, take charge. I'm all yours. Use me as you wish. And when we do this, we see even those our kindred spirits, we take everything, we be in charge. The angels out there working out for our good. All things work together for our good. You may go there and something might happen, and all of a sudden things begin to happen positively for you. You think you are the one. No. There are spiritual beings in the heavenly places, the heaven our Creator has placed, helping us to achieve our goals in life, helping us to achieve everything we want to achieve in this world. Yeah. So, in other words, the only thing I know I can tell you right now is that you can motivate yourself. You can. If I can do it, you can do it. We all can do it. We all can do it. Just remember these steps I listed to you. First one, consider your why. Why are you embarking on that journey in the first place? Maybe you are working. Maybe you love this job, but there are circumstances surrounding it that is making you not feel yourself, not become your real self, not be happy, not demotivating you. And you know this is what you want. Because sometimes good things never comes easy. That is one thing I know for sure. And I know you know that. Good things never comes easy. There are struggles we must go through to be able to achieve these good things. But how do we move forward to achieving, to penetrate through this struggle? Because for real, we need to penetrate through it. Penetrating through the struggle in order for we to achieve what we want in life. You want to become a medical doctor, you want to become a lawyer, you want to become anything you want, but there are little obstacles here and there preventing you, making you to give up. Don't give up. No. There is one thing I always tell the people I meet every day is there is always light at the end of the tunnel. Don't give up. Don't give up. Remember these things. These 5 tips will guide you. First of all, consider your why. Why are you going for that thing? Ask yourself, why am I even embarking on this journey? Why am I doing this? I want to open a business, but I'm seeing that things, the things required are too much. I can't afford it. Or, oh my goodness. Do not limit yourself. Do not limit the Creator who created you and puts you into... Because if you start nursing something inside you, you are not the one doing it. It is the Spirit of the Most High. It is the Creator who has put that thing in you that makes you to start nursing it. This is reality. Whatsoever you want is inside you. All you have to do is to search inward. When you start, something new starts coming inside of you. Start working on it. It is not for nothing. The Creator wants you to start doing it. So always consider, why am I going into this? What is my big why? Because that why matters a lot. Because that why is what will keep you. It may not motivate you much, but it will keep you going. For instance, this particular YouTube, I once decided to give up. Giving up is not because I don't want it. No. Every now and then I keep seeing myself back to it. And there are questions I've asked myself, I've asked my Creator about this. And I keep seeing myself back to it again, back to it again. And when I see myself back to it, I'm not just in a lighter way. No, I'm even going deeper and deeper. And then I know, okay, something is really, there is something God wants from me. There is something He wants me to. And that's why I follow my spirit. I always, whenever it leads me, if it leads me here, I follow my spirit. I follow it deeply. So I continued. I said, okay, no problem. I was doing this like, I wasn't doing it seriously, but I said, okay, no problem. I'm going into it full time. I'm going into it full time. And that's why I was able to be doing this live streaming I'm doing here. So sometimes we do not know the plan the Creator have for us. His plan are plans of good and not of evil. I want you to always remember this. His plan is to bring you a good end, a beautiful end, that you will be like, wow, I never knew. So remember the big why. The big why is one way to start the ball rolling. And what next will keep you more motivated is letting your spirit guide you. I've said this, let your spirit guide you. Let your spirit, do not do it on your own. Don't force yourself in doing something you don't know anything about. Just, if your spirit leads you to this place, go. There is something out there. There is something you must discover. Like Oprah Winfrey, who always tell you that there is, like, she always say these words, there is something to learn. And that is the exact thing I learned from her. In every situation, there is something to learn from it. So you may see yourself moving in a direction and it seems like it's getting more harder. No, there is something that the spiritual beings, the heavenly king, your Creator wants you to learn from there. Don't run away from it, because when we run away from these things, we will not achieve why. That's not the reason why we are here. We are here to evolve. We are here to evolve. So you have to learn to motivate yourself with these little tips. And then the third one, think about the outcome. This one is the one that my husband and my son, they were like, they brag about. Think about the outcome. And I'm like, okay. But it's true. The outcome sometimes, maybe you are studying, you want to become a lawyer, and you'll be there. You have dreamt all your life to become a lawyer, and finally you say, oh, one day I'll become a lawyer, and I'll become a lawyer. And you when you hear that word, you feel happy. You see, you have not become the lawyer, but you're already feeling happy for yourself. So that's the way to get the ball rolling. Remember, think about the outcome, what it will look like. You become the best version of yourself. Oh, you say, yeah, this is it. It wasn't magic. I was prepared for it. You start bragging. You start like, oh, you know you can do all things. Yeah, these things are the things that will motivate you. It will build your self-confidence. You will no longer be afraid of anything. When you see challenges, you say, this one is nothing. Let's go through it. You see? So, and that will take you to the fourth one. That is the positive affirmations. Speak good words to yourself. What you speak to yourself is what you become. If people say you are not good enough, go to the mirror. I used to do this when I was young. When people talk evil at me, talk bad at me, both family members, everyone, I just stand in front of the mirror and I will look myself and I will tell myself, you are beautiful. You are the best. I keep speaking those words to myself. And those words are what continues to guide me through. Because when I remember that this is what they are saying is not who I am, is what I say to myself, is what I am. So always know and speak good words to yourself. Like this person I told you, I know this person very well. I don't want to call the name or whatsoever. I know this person very well, who keeps speaking, I'm lonely, I'm lonely. Even if you feel lonely, be positive. Tell yourself, this will not last too long. I'll be fine. I'll be good again. I feel good. I'm better. Start speaking good words to yourself. I know it is not easy to be sincere and honest. Sometimes you feel like in a family you are the only one taking care of the children. Maybe your husband is not there. You are the only one. You feel overwhelmed. We have all been there. We have all been there. I've experienced it. I remembered when my husband newly came to the UK. I was alone with the children in Italy. I was practically alone with the children. It wasn't easy for me. It was never easy for me. But when I move, you will not see. When you see me, you don't believe. When I move, I tell myself, I can do this. Let's forget about this. Let's move on. I can do this. But at the end, in the night, I'll feel exhausted. I'll feel lonely again. And I'm like, oh, I'll call my husband on phone and I'll tell him, oh, I'm tired. Please, can you come back? And this is it. So tell yourself that time is a limited time. It is a limited time. Tell yourself it won't last long. Whichever situation you see yourself, don't think is the end of the world. Always listen to your spirit. Always speak positive to yourself. Always remember your why. Always think about the outcome. And finally, start doing what you love doing. If you know that thing that you do, you feel very good. You feel, alive again. You feel happy. You feel on top of the world. Start doing it. Mine is listening to music. My favorite music. And when I listen to it, my dear, you will think I drank. No, I did not. This is me. And we all have ours. If you search for yours, you will know also. You will discover yours. So, we should never think that we are alone. No. Always know that you are not alone. We have the creator of the Most High God, the creator of the universe, the ancient of days. Have your back. He's at work in your life. Just give him a chance. Give him a chance. Listen to your inner spirit. Do not doubt yourself. That's where the problem lies. We doubt ourselves. And that's why we don't believe we can do it. You can do all things. There is nothing. If he says that word to you, then you can do it. Just believe in yourself. And you will see the difference, the maximum difference in your life. Things will change for good. So, I hope this video made your day, because for me, it really made my day. I was crying all day. In fact, I have been crying all day, starting from yesterday. This morning one shocked me to my bones, unexpectedly. But I know he may not be here. These people may not be here with us physically, but we know they are here spiritually. They are helping us in one way or the other. And I know they will never abandon their own family as well. The children and wife they left behind. No. I know. strong in my spirit. I know we are never alone. We are never alone. If you see yourself lonely, I want to let you know right now, we are never alone. I know situation makes us to think we're alone, because when we try to kind of look for people, or try to people like us, how do I put it? There is this situation, someone was saying something, when you are looking for someone who think like you, who have the same kind of, you have things in common, there are people we might meet, we have things in common, but can we open up to them? Because this is where the problem lies. We close up, and we end the life. No. When we open up to ourselves, open up to our spirits will help us. There are a lot of things I have encountered in this life I'm living right now. I'm like, how did I get to know this? No. Even if I get to hear or know this, some people will tell you there must be something wrong. Someone must have told you. But it is my spirit who told me. My spirit told me. He shows me things to do. He shows me where to go. But sometimes we feel overwhelmed because the whole thing seems like it's too much on us. No, it is not. It is not. If only we can believe our kindred spirits are here with us, helping us to achieve our goals, then you will know. Thank you, sis, for relating. Because honestly, I know you have gone through this situation in the past. But I know you have experienced this, and that's why you are telling me. Because right away, as I speak to you, I know these things. I feel it in my spirit. Some things are just happening that physical eyes can't see, but we feel it. We feel it in our spirit and in our bones. We feel it in our spirit and in our bones. If only we can allow our spirits to help us. The thing there is that a lot of people don't believe this spirit of a thing. Even if we believe it in one-sided. It's not one-sided. We know there are good and bad spirits, but we are talking of the good ones, our own family, our own loved ones. Even if there are a lot of people out there, a lot of our brothers and sisters in the spiritual realm, helping us to achieve everything. If you have, I know the Spirit of the Most High will reveal it to you. I just hope they will reveal it to you. But I feel this in my spirit. And that's why when things are happening, I feel like, oh, really? And I learn every day, because there are situations that are happening. Sometimes we force ourselves into doing something. I must get this job. I must do this. I must do that. But that is not the plan of your kindred spirit to help you achieve your goals. That is not the plan. But we force ourselves into it. And when we do that, we create more problem for ourselves. And when that problem rises, it causes that spirit to go back, because they can't do against their own will. And they can't do against your own will. So you must agree. It's like an agreement. You agree, I agree. We agree together. Like in the Catholic, how it is done on earth is how it is done in heaven. The communion It is not practically the communion we receive, but the communion we have with one another. There are purposes why people come into our lives. I'm not talking about the selfish part, because a lot of people come into people's life for selfish reasons. I'm not talking about that, but indeed, there are absolutely reasons why we encounter people in life. When you meet someone and you feel contented knowing this person, you may not be close friends, you may not be talking every day, you may not even have contacts, but you feel very happy. You feel that, yeah, I'm happy I met this person. There is a purpose. Nothing is hidden under the sun. The creator of the universe knows all this. Our brothers and sisters in the spiritual world, both those incarnated, are helping us to achieve our goals. I just want you to know that you are not alone. So motivate yourself by remembering that you are never alone. You are never alone. Just see it as that. You are not alone. In case you are seeing this video after this life and you keep speaking negative to yourself, or people speaking negative to you, you are believing it. No, you are not doing yourself a good. Just do yourself the best thing you can do for yourself is to tell yourself you are good. You are good enough. I can do it. Nothing is impossible with me. He has given me every power. He has given me the power to trample upon scorpions and snakes, and they shall by no means hurt me. He has given me everything I need to succeed in life. And when you start prophesying to yourself, things will begin to happen. It will start from your surroundings. You start seeing different things. And when strange things start happening, like people start leaving you, don't be offended. Know that they don't belong there. They don't belong there, so they don't want to remain there. So leave, let them leave. Don't force yourself into people's life. Just whoever that wants to live your life, the door is wide open. But whoever chose to come in, accept with good hearts. That is the only thing we have to do. The only thing I have learned that we owe our brothers and sisters, both incarnated and non-incarnated, is prayers. Especially those incarnated. Is prayers. When you remember a brother or a sister in your prayer, you have done the greatest. When you see someone in need and you could be able to afford little to help, you have done the best you can. Don't kill yourself for anything. People are blaming you for that, for this. No, don't. The people in my life, my parents, I appreciate and I thank God for their lives, and my siblings also. Every single one of them. Everything happened for a purpose. Every situation you go through, both in the past or in the present, or the one you will still meet in future, there is a purpose. No, there is a lesson to learn. I learned a lot. I've learned a lot. Like, my life is such full of miracle that sometimes I'm like, God, only you can do this. I cannot do it on my own, because sometimes things are happening in a fast pace. I'm like, such is sudden. Only you can do this. So always motivate yourself. That's the whole thing I know I can do. Thank you, sis. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. No, it's the Holy Spirit that is our teacher. Holy Spirit is our teacher. That is the only one we know that take charge, that handle everything. I'm not the one speaking. He speaks through me. So the whatever message he brings out for me to say, to teach or to, I do it the I ask him to take control. I'm not, if I'm to speak on my own, then I'll mess up here. I'll mess up big time, to be honest. If I'm to speak on my own, I'll mess up big time. But the Holy Spirit is at work. I'm not the one doing it. He has been the one doing this. And sometimes, like even this topic just came because I'm like, I want to, do some other things, and this one started nursing into my mind, and I started, okay, motivation. I've talked about motivation in my video too. I think I've made 2 videos about motivation, but it seems like mainly about goals. So, and I said, how to get people to be motivated. I said, okay, let me draft this and, make it as a live video, because sometimes things are happening. We are learning every day. We are really learning every day. We are not here on our own. There is someone who puts us in this situation. If he wants us to live now like that is the end of the life he chose, it is him. He can do it. But he left us for a purpose. So there is reason he is leaving us. We are alive. There is reason we are alive today. We are not better than the people who just left us. No. It's just a privilege. We are privileged to be in this body. We are privileged to be in this body. That's why every day when I wake up and see myself, I say, thank you, Father, for this opportunity to be in the body. Because there are a lot of things we need to learn, and if we do not learn it and we are dead, what else? There is nothing. We'll go and start learning again in the spiritual world. We learn every day. We learn every day. So I'm privileged to be here to speak to you on how to get motivated in life. It is not easy. Sometimes I even see me and I'll be like, sometimes I imagine myself. I said, oh, look at what these people are going through. What of those? Look at how hard it is for me doing this upon. I have a spouse with me. But there are people who go through this alone without anyone helping them. How are they coping? Because these things are the things I do. I'm not wishing any bad, but I'm just, putting myself in people's shoes, trying to understand people's pain. That's the thing. And to remember them also in prayers, because I know that it is only in prayers that we can do the best to, remember our brothers and sisters, those incarnated and not non-incarnated. Because to be sincere, there is a purpose we are here. They are there helping us. We should listen to our spirit. When we listen to our spirit, we know that we are never alone. We are never alone. So I really do appreciate your time in this broadcast. Please, if you can like and share also this broadcast, it will be lovely. I will love it so much. And may the Lord bless you all as you listen to this broadcast, and guide you and help you motivate yourself, because He's the only one who can put it in you. Like I said, listening to your spirit and knowing what He wants and following the direction. Consider your why. Always consider your why. Let your spirit guide you. Think about the outcome, and always say positive affirmations, positive words to yourself. Positive words to yourself. It will boost your self-esteem. It will make you become confident of yourself. And the thing that we do not understand in this thing is that when you do start saying those positive words and start going for taking the action immediately, and start doing that thing. And when you succeed at it, I tell you, you will see a different kind of energy in you. You say, ah, I never knew I can do this, but thank God I did. And from there, you see, you expand, your self-esteem will grow, your self-confidence will become better, and you'll be, wow, you feel like I didn't know I can do this. So always listen to your spirit and speak words to yourself. And finally, always start do what you love, that thing that gives you morale, that thing that gives you the positive energy. Start doing them. Start doing them. So I really do appreciate your timing. Thank you for your patience and for staying tuned to this video. I really do appreciate. Thank you all. And I do this broadcast every Sundays. I don't really know about the Wednesday or Thursday, but I don't really know about that because sometimes after school runs, things get a bit skeptical. So I don't really know exactly how to go about that. But if I make a plan, if there is a plan about it, I'll let you know. But every Sundays by this time, 6 in the evening. I couldn't start early today because my internet was fucking up. I don't know, all of a sudden my internet started shaking. And that was the temptation I was having. I said, no, this live video, I've done it, I've finished doing it, and that is it. So now I have done the live video. So thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate. Thank you for staying tuned, and I hope to see you again. If there is anything, please let me know in the comment section below. Thank you, Nekis, my Nekis. Thank you for being here. I really do appreciate. My regards to your family also, and every one of you who are watching from different platforms, Facebook and YouTube and Instagram. Thank you for your time. I really do appreciate. Thank you so much. See you on my next video. I'll be posting videos on YouTube on Tuesday. I used to post on Tuesdays and Fridays, yeah, but I don't really know, but that 2 days is what I'm posting video, and I'm doing the live streaming on Sunday. So let's see how it goes. So thank you for your support and love. I really do appreciate. I really do appreciate. Thank you, and see you next time. Bye.